What is up, YouTube? NES Addict here, and today I am going to be talking you through what was the final time that I played Battletoads when I finally beat the game. So I'm not going to edit this because that would just take way too long. I'll probably say a lot of stupid things, but anyway, here we go. So to start off with, you just want to headbutt left, headbutt right. If you see up right there, that is actually the warp you'll see. And you will learn to headbutt everything in this game because maxing out your points will allow you to have the most lives possible. So here's these two little pig guys. Every now and again, these guys would give me trouble and like hack me a few times, but it really didn't matter because coming up, you will get a couple bugs you can eat to replenish your health. Once again, headbutting. So just to warn you guys, there are several pauses in this game. I try to edit them out a little bit, just so you guys don't have to sit there and wait forever. So this gray guy, he comes out of the hole and just headbutt him, and then I'm not really sure how to kick him, but it's very similar to a headbutt. I just accidentally do it sometimes. There's two bugs if you lose any health. This guy just tried to ram off to the right, so he comes back up. I ram him here. There's a little crevice right there where he's standing currently. If you stand there, you can hit this thing. Every now and again, I would get hit by it, but I learned that if you stay in that little spot that's carved out of the mountain there, that he won't get hit. And that guy right there, he knocked me off quite a few times. So I'm going to go down to the bottom. Actually, no, I'm not, apparently. I don't even know how I hit that guy just then. I used to go down and wait for him, but I didn't that time. More bugs. There's a little spot here. If you stand, you can jump and grab that one up. And here is the first boss battle. It's actually very easy. If you just kind of stay in the middle between the two guns, you won't get hit. And they'll shoot a boulder out, and you just grab the boulder and throw it back at them. And it only takes 3 hits to kill it, but most people know that already because most people have played at least the first 2 or 3 levels in Battletoads. The real problems don't start till later. And that's it. That's level 1. Apparently another pause was in order for something. And we are about to jump down what I think is called the Wookiee hole. After I pause. Come on. So anyway, in the comments below, comment how far you've made it in Battletoads. Is the turbo tunnel your bane of existence, like it was mine for so long? I'll say this, don't let the turbo tunnel deter you from playing Battletoads. You can actually get good at it with some practice. I'll do my best to explain it here in a minute, how to do it a little bit better. Because there were things about it that I didn't quite understand, like lining yourself up with shadows to make sure you would hit ramps, and when you hit the white ramps, you don't have to hit jump. It will just propel itself. So these birds here in this level are really good because you can juggle them if you're good enough and rack up some really good points, which will help you get some extra men, which I failed to do at that point. You can just lean up against the wall here and turn into a bell, and it does a really good job of crushing these Venus flytraps. Some more bugs to eat. Another bird. If you kill this bird with like the weird hooked beak, I think they're called hornbills, you can actually get a sword, which I always think is one of their bones, but maybe it's not. And you can juggle them also for extra lives, which comes in very handy when you're trying to beat this game. Looks like I paused it again for something. Probably my daughter coming in. Okay, if you go up to against the wall here, you'll turn into what looks like a bell. And then if you hold the sword sticks out both sides of you, and you can take these things out in one hit. I'm not quite sure what they're called. I have the booklet in front of me, so maybe I'll look it up real quick as I'm eating bugs here. So I try to juggle these birds, but sometimes if you try too hard to juggle the birds, they will overwhelm you. So sometimes it's not worth it. And a bird will always pop up after the 2 electricity things. I don't know what those are called either. So I'm looking here in the book, and I'm not seeing the name for that. Retro Blaster is what it's called. See how the birds are overwhelming me? I probably tried to juggle too many of them. I'll probably die here. Nope, I got lucky. So you just kind of go left to right, hitting birds. Eat some bugs here to replenish your health. Another pause. I don't know why I pause so much. Probably, like I've said the last 2 times, my daughter was probably coming in the room. All right, there's that guy. Golly, pause again. What am I doing? So these Venus flytraps or whatever they are called are pretty easy to take out if you position yourself against the wall there. I'm surprised that bird didn't fall. Sometimes they don't fall. They go out of screen and that's that. Golly, another pause? Seriously? All right, so apparently that was about 10 minutes of being paused because I just deleted 7 minutes of that. So sorry, guys. And I may edit this further. Don't get too cocky, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is the infamous Turbo Tunnel. When I first started playing this game, this was the level that I could get to and could not get past. I learned some mechanics about this level that I will try to share. Here are some invaders. If you hit those two really quickly, you only have to get back one little health square. But you want to headbutt these guys and then kick them pretty quickly. This part is pretty easy. The jumping, these little platforms are small, so you want to attack these guys quickly. And then after you boot them, you want to hold back so you don't fly off of this. This guy you want to hit quick because sometimes he will headbutt you right after he falls and knock you off, which is very frustrating. So I'm going to try to describe what I'm doing here. I've not really seen any great videos on this. Bootsy has the best one. So this is pretty easy. You can see these coming fairly quickly, and they're slow, so you can just kind of move up and down accordingly. Just know that the last 4 are 2 down and then 2 up. So once again, so that's the easiest part. That checkpoint's pretty easy to get to. I don't know anybody that can get past that. So those white launch ramps right there, you don't have to do anything when you hit those. I used to think you have to hit jump when you hit them, and you don't. You just let the game do itself. Just line up with it straight and let it do its thing. Jump, jump, stay to the bottom there. So these walls come a bit faster here. That right there is more of the pace of the last part of the level. So that's a good little practice run. This jump here, you just have to time it just right, and that will just hit the jump before, and if your toad hits the blue ramp, you will launch to the next level. So coming up is one of the parts that took me a long time to remember. Basically, after this jump, you jump this, and then you stay either up or to the bottom of that thing. That is one of the few obstacles they place in the dead center of the screen. And for some reason, my mind just never would remember that. So that was very problematic for me when getting through here. Here you just kind of hang back, and as the fists go down, you go forward. There you see I crashed. So we'll watch that again. So jump, jump, jump. It just does it on its own. You don't have to hit anything. Then jump those two, then go down, and there's the last ramp. And then you stay down, and then you jump again. Another way to really line up good with those floating ramps is to line yourself up with their shadow, which is something I didn't really know at the beginning. Here you jump 6 times, and instead of hitting up and down, you hit left and right. So when you jump forward, you hold down right, and when you jump back, you hit left. This right here is there's a noise that is being made that you can't hear because of my capture device sucks. But basically, you hit up and down every time you hear that noise, and that will help you get through it. It does take some pretty good timing, but So this is actually my favorite level in the whole game, which is funny because when I first played it, I thought it was miserable. But something about it is very fun. So right here, I just run and slide, and you usually miss that snowball. And then here you can just jump over it. There's no reason to even fight those guys. It's not even worth it. So that's kind of hard because a lot of times what will happen when you fall down, that ice block will actually hit you. And you don't want to hit those spikes either. And then I just ram this guy and he's done, one hit. So if you ram the snowman, that's it. It's their one hit kill if you ram them. If you punch them, you have to do twice. This was tricky at first, especially this one right here. You have to wait till it's almost at you. Once again, I ram him and he just turns into snowballs. And it takes 4 hits to knock that wall down. Here you just kind of wait for this yellow spike. If it doesn't come, you can jump up and kind of prompt it, jump over it, and then this right here is actually a good little indicator of what the rat race feels like at times. So once again, I just headbutted that snowman and didn't have to really work with him any. Here I like to face backwards. I don't know why I face backwards. It's what I do. And then you can just stay in the middle and jump. Be real careful when jumping on that. You can slip off pretty easy. Here, the spike falls the same rate as you, so as long as you get to the bottom before it, which you will, it won't hit you. Just don't hit those sea urchin looking things. Duck, jump, stay, duck, slide, jump, stay, duck, jump, and then run off with a headbutt. Well, I guess he just ended up hitting him, but once again, 4 more hits. Go down to the second level, jump, wait for the ice block to go underneath you, wait for the platform to come, duck, jump up to the next platform. Always get that one up. If you die, you can come back and get it again. It'll always be there. So here you just want to kind of soft jump, get up there, do another soft jump, one more soft jump. And then if you hang out right here, this ice block will actually come to you and you won't have to really deal with this yellow spike thing you'll see roll up behind me here in a second. If you jump down, that just disappears. It doesn't hurt you as long as the wall is gone. I always try to get those 2 flies, even though I don't need them. I practice doing it. Here, people say this jump's impossible. It is not. I saw one guy headbutt across it, but to me, jumping it was just easier. So here you want to duck for 3, and then the 4th one's faster and jump it. So duck for 3, wait for the 4th one, and then the second one should do it. 1, 2, yep. And then jump, and then you go all the way down. There's some points, and then jump off, and then leap here. So you kind of want to hang out here, wait for that spike to come back, jump over it, then jump back, and then over, and you can get under that pretty quickly. The top one is not so easy. You have to time it a little different. Jump over. You want to get near the wall, jump as it's coming, and then boom, and you're out of there. So basically, I just learned this by playing it for 5 months straight, you know, and watching videos of other people who were better at it than me. So here I just kind of hang out in the middle a little bit and then go up, down, and then up. And then I stay at the top all through all of these. And you can just kind of watch the logs as they go down. And it's easier than trying to go up and down, as you saw I hit that. And I'll probably miss this one up here, but I tried to get it. Yep, missed it. Basically, you want to line up with its shadow, which is hard to do because you can't see it until the last second. But so here you just stay up and stay down, and these whirlpools will just pretty much leave you alone. Just wait till they're out of sight before you make your next move. You're going to run over here, and there's some invaders. There should only be about 3 of them that will take your life. Invaders, I don't know if more than 3 ever take your life, but I've noticed it has to do with how much life you actually have. They can't take any more than you have, obviously. So there you want to grab the pole so that you can headbutt that thing that looks like a Spartan's helmet to me. I don't know what it is, but this is a weird looking enemy. I don't really know what it is, but so you headbutt that twice, and then headbutt both of these things for the 2,000 points. You go up, and there will be 2 flies coming up. There's one, there's the other, and then I go down to the bottom left corner, and then I kind of slowly creep my way up because there's a large rat that you're about to have to face coming up. So I just kind of creep my way because his stick will fly out of his hands when the animation happens. And that way you can be right there to grab it real quick. And I think I botched this. Yep. So now I want to get my stick back, which is obviously not working out too well for me here. Usually I would get the rat in the corner and bat away at him. See if I can get him here. Nope. So this is an unusual fight. This isn't typically how the fight went down for me. I'd usually have him backed in a corner, but this doesn't seem to be a terrible pattern. Well, I spoke too soon. So I lost 1 life there, where usually you don't lose any lives. Okay, this is more like what happens when you are able to hit him right after you grab your stick after he jumps initially. You can get him in that corner, just kind of bang away at him. Wait till you hear the sound when he falls. I'm sorry I have such a poor capture device. You guys can't really hear any of the auditory cues that I'm speaking of because of I'm using what's called an Easy Cap, and it's a very cheap device. Oh, I just hit a mine. Usually I can get through this level without hitting any mines, but on rare occasions they put them very close to each other. And also, I like to hang out in the middle because I feel like you have 2 options when you're in the middle. You can go up or down. Every now and again I go up, but I usually stay in the middle. And here's an extra man. Let's see if I can get it. Nope. I missed both extra men on this run, which really disappointed me. But luckily it didn't change the outcome of the game. So there's 3 final bombs you have to miss here, and sometimes they put them in really bad places. That was pretty easy. 1 down, 2 up. So up next is the snake pit. The snake pit is pure memorization. Looks like there's another pause here. I hope it's not very long. Sorry, guys. $5:00. So it's 5:00. What's today? Wednesday, June 7th. My little boy's gonna be getting up from his nap any minute now, so it's possible I could scrap all this audio and start over. All right, there's the pause. I don't really want to. All right, here's the snake pit. So first level, you jump up, you ride up the snake, you kind of hang out. Well, I guess you don't hang out here. You jump to the next one, you kind of hang out for a minute, let it go down, go up with it. And there's a blue snake coming up. So you kind of hang here and it will actually come back to you. And then it should just make 1 more turn up and then you can jump out and on to the next one. That's a pretty easy introduction, geez, I can't talk, to the snake pit. So here you want to hang out until the tail's almost there, then jump down and then jump over that spike. There you just wait and you'll fall, you'll be safe. Jump the spike again that you just jumped. Wait for the next snake, jump up. This snake is going to go up and then down and then up. And you can just kind of jump down and grab it. Jump down and grab it. Doesn't make sense. So there's like 1 little spike, 2 little spikes, 3 little spikes, and you're over that. You kind of want to hang out here till that covers that second spike. Then you can jump there and just wait for it to come back around. So once this green snake goes in, there's going to be a red snake coming, and the red snake is very fast. So just make sure you're ready for it. And then jump up, and you're on to the next level. Well, portion of the snake pit, that is. This is the hardest portion, in my opinion. So you want to hang here, go down, jump that spike, and then hang here, go up. And then you're going to drop. You don't have to jump. You'll land on the snake. And then you kind of want to hang here and then jump up and grab that and then jump through that tiny little hole. That spike on the top there, the hitbox is kind of small on it. So if you have to hit one of the 2 spikes barely, the top one is the one you want to hit. Here you kind of hang out, wait for that snake to curl around. You'll drop and then go to the right and jump this spike and then another. Here you want to jump up, jump over that spike, and then another snake's coming really fast. Nothing to dodge here. And then here's the hardest part. Jump up, then over, and then over 1 more. Wait, jump, and then right out the hole. So this was pretty tricky. You jump and you don't touch any directional pads, so you make sure you land on that little platform. Here you want to jump up and then land back on a snake that comes out the same hole. This part looks tricky, but it's not as bad as it looks. You just jump up and then the what color, blue and purple snake comes out. And the final hardest part is coming up, and it's not really hard, it's more of a timing thing. This yellow and pink snake, you just kind of climb it. You want to hang out here on top until the very last second where you'll jump over those 3 spikes, land on his head, and then make your way out to be done with the snake pit. This level is Voltamir's Inferno. I probably butchered that because I didn't have time to read it. But this level gave me a lot of problems for multiple reasons. I'll explain as we go. These rats here are pretty easy. I think you jump this, and then there are some invaders. Nope, it's 2 rats. Okay, and these 2 rats, you really have to be wary of them because that platform is so small they will knock you off into that purple liquid. But they're all pretty much one-hit kill. So here you have to wait on these logs to float. The first one is pretty easy. You just wait for it. The second one, as soon as you see it, you want to jump because the timing is a little different for some reason. I don't think it gets quite as close to the platform is the issue. And then there's one more here. But they're pretty easy. This part's, they kind of set you up here, lull you into a false sense of comfort, only to punish you at the end. That guy headbutted me to death. So here comes some rat rockets. You can't really hear the auditory cue, unfortunately, because, like I said, my capture device sucks. And then 2 more rats. And then I think some invaders, excuse me. If you work fast, you can get all 3 of them. Sometimes I was only able to get the first 2. I think some more rat rockets come, so I smash the first 2, then I jump the other ones. There's 2 bugs. The first one's easy to get, the second one's not so easy. So here's the last 2 rats before you hop in this little airplane and fly away to your death, because this part was quite frustrating to me. Oh gosh, another pause, I'm sorry. Right now we are about 25 minutes into the game, 26 minutes right now. So I don't know, I may have been taking a break, I may have had stuff to do around the house, as in go get my daughter something to drink when she asked for it. I don't really know. But there's parts of this that are very easy, and then there's parts of this that are very hard. It'd be a lot easier if I was playing to show you. But I have it on pause for some reason, so hopefully I'll stop that soon. Let me actually pause this the recording. I can't talk, I suck, and see where we're at here. Alright, so apparently that was an 8-minute pause. Alright, so first off, you just want to position yourself up top and then down, and then stay there, and then back up, then go all the way to the bottom. It should be 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're done. Nope. Then you go down. Oh, I can't talk. You see the pattern. Should be that part right there is actually pretty hard because those close. Alright, so here are rockets. I can't remember the exact number. The top portion seems to be pretty safe. Not always. There still will be fireballs that come and get you. And I think it's 43, 45, 48. I can't remember the exact number of fireballs, but there will be a 1-up. About 1/3 of the way down from the top. You'll see it coming up here. And always try to get it. Any 1-ups in this game are awesome. I guess I missed it. I didn't see it on this replay. So these bombs here, if you stay at the bottom, they will not hit you most of the time. I will say that because I've had it hit me a few times somehow. There are 5 waves of them. The 5th wave only goes up and doesn't come down. So when the 4th wave drops, you will see me go up and wait right where that little black line is between the fire and the ceiling, because a 1-up will be coming. Oh, I got it. Alright, so here you just want to stay in the middle for 4. 1, 2, 3. The 4th one comes, then go straight up, and then straight down, and then back up again. And then you want to wait in the middle and stay back for 3. Go forward for 3. Come back for 1, and go forward for 1. I'm going to pause this. Oh, where's my mouse? Alright, my apologies. That was my sister calling me. So this is the hardest part of the level here. It's basically down, up, and then about the 13th or 14th they switch it up because they start putting them in the middle, and instead of the down, up, it goes down, middle, down, down. You'll see that here, down, middle, up. I can't really explain it very well because the audio, like once again, is you really have to go off the auditory cues, and because my capture device does not record that for some strange reason, it really screws you up. So this is the elevator. This gave me a decent amount of problems. But after a while, I finally got it. You have to be really careful not to fall back down because as you progress up, falling to the bottom will kill you if you don't land on a platform. Wait for the electricity, go across, jump, headbutt that pole. And I like to wait till it goes back across to try to jump it again. In case I fall, I could land on that little platform down there at the bottom. Here comes some green balls. I don't know what they are, but try to jump over them. Jump up when it's clear, land on the spring, and always go for this one up. Yeah, you kind of have to bang your head off that that little rafter there. So having a pole is really nice. You only get 750 points for the enemies, but it really is nice to not have to headbutt them. That was stupid. I knew better than that. And now I've set myself up for failure because these snots are going to kill me. I don't even know why I don't just jump to my death here because I don't think I live. Oh, that was dumb. But that's alright because they set you right here and you can go back and get this pole that you headbutted earlier. You have to wait till it's coming to the right. If you try to do it when it's going left, you won't be able to pick it up. Once again, jump the green balls. Wait for the electricity to go away and then jump up on the spring. And the good news is you got that one up last time, so your lives should really be unaffected at this point. And jump up. Now, jump over. And jump up and whack this thing either with a headbutt or with your pole. So you want to jump right after that thing shoots, and that'll keep you from getting electrocuted. So I usually hang out here and wait for the snot to come to me and then just whack it. I thought it was going to come that time, but it didn't. Boom. So right after the electricity passes is when you want to jump up. You can jump up here, hang out to the left, jump another one, and then another one. And this is what I consider to be the second portion of this, because I think this is a checkpoint right here. Yep. If you die from now on, you start over right here, which is frustrating because you have to go through a lot of crap. So this is hard because these platforms are on top of one another, and you kind of have to run, jump, and turn back the opposite direction all in one motion, which is easier said than done. So this gas will kill you. I don't know if I headbutt the fan, but when you have the pole, you can headbutt the fan. I guess I decided not to do that. This, you just kind of want to wait until the timing feels good. I usually like to wait until the Battletoad jumps off the spring right at the same time that the electricity is coming out. This part right here frustrated me so much. As you can see, I'm pausing it because I'm trying to see exactly... Okay, that worked out pretty well, but a lot of times I would get wrecked right there. So a lot of times on this, you just have to be patient and wait for the right time to jump through, which is easier said than done too. I can't believe this is taking so long. So jump up and over. There's going to be more gas. So after you jump off this spring, you want to land on the platform and immediately jump to the right to get the one up. Oh, okay, I headbutted it. So see there, that's a prime example that you can headbutt when you have the stick in your hand, which makes this a little easier. So here you just want to wait till right at the end of that wind. You'll start seeing the wind go up and down, and then just jump up both. So wait till this comes all the way to the right and then jump. And I die here a lot because I would forget that gas was there and I'll get too in a hurry. So what you want to do is just wait and then jump up and then land on the spring. And then wait for that to electricity to go away and jump through that. And then you're almost at the end of the level. So jump up, jump to the right. I paused it for something apparently. I don't know what. Hopefully it's not a long pause. Apparently it was. Let me stop my audio here and delete what's paused. So you guys will thank me, that was about 15 minutes of being paused. I must have went downstairs for something. So here you just want to make your way up this. Be very careful not to get electrocuted. You do not want to start over right here, and you want to get up here with full health. So this is Robo Manas. You basically want to headbutt him, duck, wait for him to shoot, and then headbutt him again. And if you can get him in a good pattern, sometimes you can juggle him. Speedrunners are really good at it. I'm not the greatest. It looks like I'm doing well right now, though. But I assure you it won't last. There's my death that I knew would be inevitable. So always try to hit him when you're flashing too, because it's easy to get a few hits off of him then. And the more you hit him, the more he jumps around. And actually I'm having a pretty good run here. Okay, there's 2 deaths. I knew it would be more than one. So there's 3. That's about typical for me. 3 deaths. And he's dead. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, up next is Terratubes. I was pretty nervous about the Terratubes, but it actually ended up being my second favorite level. So you want to duck here, punch this robot. So these robots, there's a little, see where that shadow starts? If you stand right there, you usually will not get hit by the robot. So you want to go left, back right, and then when I hit the water, I usually just duck instantly, and then I go to the shadow, and then I punch. That shadow is like a perfect little line right where that 500 starts. It's kind of like a safe zone, I've noticed. Good Lord, what is with the pauses? Alright, yet again, I'm going to stop this because you guys don't want to sit here for 10 minutes while I talk to you while this is paused. Alright, that was like a 2-minute pause, but not too bad. So wait for that to shoot, jump, and you can see how it doesn't look like I'm touching the robot. You don't have to really be that close. Once again, go to the shadow and start punching. You're going to jump up here, and then you're going to wait until you get the second one. You go up, go left, go back right. Your head will hit the spikes, but it won't hurt you. Then you want to run, down, left, up, jump the water, and stay right there. You want to go down right, down left, down right. So if you jump this just right, you can run, and then you want to be running when you pass that sprocket thing, because this is the fastest one, and there's the most jumps. So you jump right, go left, stay right, jump up and over this wall, stay to the left, and then jump up to the right and hang out in that little cove and wait for the sprocket to bust. And now this is what I consider the second part. Here comes the electric eels. So if you hit the eels twice, they will die. And some people avoid them, I don't. I've been told you can go through that right there where those spikes come up, but I've never tried it. So this actually gave me a lot of trouble when I first started playing it for some reason, but I got good at it. This one, the shadow does not work. You have to get in the actual tube portion to hit the robot. So jump here, stay to the left because there's another spike, then do one little swim, drop down, stay down, and go up right there. That fish you saw that hit me is typically not there. So this is kind of a hard part. You have to do one little swim there to keep from hitting the spikes. There's an eel coming up, a gray eel. Hit him twice, the same part is coming up again. There's a shark coming on my right. Boom, knock him out. And at the second little spinny thing, there's another shark. Go up, get the one up, and then swim through the hole on the left, and kind of starts anew here. So you want to... So one thing I do is I punch. Punching will freeze the toad in animation, and it's kind of cheap, but it works for me. Here you have to be really tricky when you jump that. You have to hold the jump button down the whole time and make sure you jump through this water. If you go on the side where there's no water, you'll actually fall faster, but sometimes it can screw you up. So once again, I swim up, I go down, and then I do the punch animation. And this is a checkpoint. So you're pretty lucky because right here is a 1-up. So you want to kill the shark, get the 1-up, and then jump up and out. There's 2 spikes here. And then we run into the Donald ducks. So if you get in front of these ducks, they will attack you. So when you punch them one time to spin them around, and then you kind of want to attack them from behind. But the problem is your punch sometimes will send you in front of it if you don't stay far enough behind it, which will cause them to attack you. So what you want to do is get that one duck out of the picture and then step all the way back so you give yourself ample time to knock this duck out, because the problem I had originally was he would turn around right there and come back and get me. So you're going to wait for this fish to go down. That actually worked out pretty well. Somehow it didn't hit me. And then swim up, then over, then just kind of release and drop down. And then you want to knock this shark out. Boom. Here you want to wait for the duck. The shark sometimes will come back. If you don't wait long enough, that duck will attack you. And then just kind of guide yourself down, making sure you don't hit the spikes, and the last one will be right here, and get out of there. That was a pretty decent run on the tear tubes, which is the beginning of the end for me, because this is where I start hating life. Actually, the first 2 portions of the rat race are not bad. There's really not even much to explain. But the third portion can be quite troublesome. And I think so you just want to wait here until that gas. The third gas is a slightly different pattern. This gas should work out to where you can run right down because the rat will be right behind you. So you want to fall. It took a while to get this pattern down, falling, and I'd still screw it up even though I've done it a ton of times. Some guys can go through that right there without landing on anything, but I'm not that good. So you want to try to land right where the bomb is to save yourself the most trouble. And did you see how I punched the rat and fell through that level? That's a little glitch, but I didn't do it all the time. So this level is a little more tricky. Actually, I had to headbutt the rat once there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying because I can't remember how many that was, but one of those, they change it up on you as you saw there. So the bomb on this one's going to be on the far right. So as soon as you fall through, go far right and kick it. Boom. And also that'll help you land on the second platform and not get hit by the ball, because that ball will hit you if you don't. So wait, run, wait, run, wait, run. And after you drop to this one, the rat will come after you. So you can jump here, and that'll help you get a little bit ahead of him. Oh, there's a bad hit. I don't remember if I beat this first try or not. I'm thinking I probably don't based off how close I am to the rat. Oh, there's a headbutt. Oh, there's a headbutt. Can I make it out? Oh, there's a headbutt. Oh, there's another one. So these turns are real sharp. And the rat is so fast. And if you miss one time, you're screwed. Looks like I'm not doing terrible. Wow. I can't believe I made that first try. The day prior, I had lost like 7 or 8 lives on this, or I would have beaten it the day before. So this guy, I can't remember his name. I got the book here. Let me look. He actually knocks me out a few times, which is was rare for me. This guy's name is General Slaughter, one of the Dark Queen's least intelligent commanders. He always uses his head as a weapon. So you just kind of buck him up against the wall here for a while until he starts walking. And if you wait till he gets all the way to the wall, he will jump. And right as he jumps, if you headbutt him, you will land safely behind him and he will fall right in front of you. And you can actually do it in both directions, but for some reason when I tried both directions, I would end up screwing up somehow. So I usually always did it on the left side. But there you go, some bad timing. Cost me a life. But pretty easy boss, honestly. So I just jump over him right there, wait for him to jump, and then headbutt him. And that's pretty much all you have to do. Now he will get faster the more you hit him. So that's the only thing you need to look out for. I like how Bootsy describes it. Bootsy says he looks satanic, so you just want to beat the hell out of him. And I don't remember how many hits it takes. I think it's like 21 or 23. I should be counting. That would be nice. As you can see, he's getting faster. Just jump, hit, up. Wow, that was dumb. That was just I just got screwed on that. Because I should have rammed him. I don't know why I punched him. I don't know the difference between a punch and a ram. Why one happens sometimes and one doesn't happen at other times. He should be dead here in the next one or two. Oh, there he is. That was a pretty good guess because I wasn't counting. And on to my least favorite level in the whole game, the Clinger Winger. This level took me 2 weeks and pretty much broke my soul before I finally got past it. I actually have in one of the previous updates, the first time I got past it, my mind was just blown because it was like after I got past it once, I did it like 3 times in a row. But basically, there is a noise that you will hear right when he turns, which you can't hear now because, once again, no audio. And if you turn right when you hear that noise, you will get a little speed boost and you can stay away from the buzzball, aka Lollapalooza. And this level just destroyed my soul. I was on gameplay and talk, his run through and Bootsy's run through, and just whining like a baby about how I couldn't do this. But eventually, I don't know if it was muscle memory or what, but eventually I figured it out. And I was able to do it pretty consistently after that, but it definitely took me like 2 weeks of practice, and then something just clicked one day. And there's a pause. Probably readjust my finger. And there's like one little quick turn right here. And then usually when I hit right here, I knew I was going to make it. And I think I actually have a really good run on the Lollapalooza here. What am I pausing for? Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Alright, so basically you just want to stay in this corner and headbutt him. And it's only 13 hits for this boss. So there's one. And the faster you attack it after the 5th, because it'll do this for 5 hits, and then it'll start to attack you. And you want to really be aggressive after that 5th hit to get like a 6th and 7th in. So I think this is 5 here. Nope. I got shocked. 5. See, I didn't get it. 6, 7, 8, and then I tried to go for 9 and got knocked out. 10. 11, 12, 13. Oh, I guess I miscounted because that was 14 hits, but it still should be 13 hits. I probably just miscounted on here. All right, this is the Revolution. What is with the pauses? I probably was trying to decide if I wanted to start filming myself at the bottom of the revolution. I'm going to pause this real quick and delete anything that's lingering. So here we are, the beginning of the revolution. These yellow hornheads are a pain, but there is a pretty easy pattern to them. If you just move slightly to the right as they are headbutting you, you can move back left and headbutt them, and they go away pretty quickly. This part is pretty difficult because this last platform disappears very quickly, and sometimes it's not even there when you try to go. Same for this one. Here comes another hornhead. He jumps, you jump right, go back left. Unless he's on your right, then you just do the opposite of what I said. There should be 8 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8's the platform. Another hornhead. Wait till he jumps, jump right, go left. Here is pretty tricky because you have to go up and this ball bounces. So sometimes if you don't time it just right, it will hit you still. Here is the hornhead on the right. As you see, he took me out pretty easily. 4 hits for that guy. I think this is where you have to jump to another moving platform. Nope. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I think this is the cloud. Okay, I call it a cloud. It's called a swell cheek. You can headbutt them. It's much easier to take them out with a stick. And here we have the first checkpoint of the level. Here is the red hornhead, and he can kill you with one gulp. This is the platform you have to land on. I missed that several times when I played this. Not this particular run, though. So there's a red swell cheek. Should be about 3 or 4 hits, and he should be done. So you want to stay behind this swell cheek and then quickly jump up. Here you want to jump, wait for them to drop the little bubbles, and then jump up. Don't run into those bubbles, though. They will kill you. There's a headbutt. And once again, if you keep the pipe or the stick or whatever it is, it's much easier to fight these swell cheeks. And I noticed a glitch that if you are mid-animation, when he's right beside you, he will kind of go through you. Because he should have technically knocked me out there, but somehow he went through me. Here's another platform you have to land on. Those platforms are tricky because they will drop. And here's where stuff gets crazy. I don't know why I didn't go down and get that stick. That was stupid of me, I guess. I think you actually get another one right here, though. So here's 2 platforms. No, that's not it. This part is hard to explain. It's more one of those things you just have to play, but those springs are tricky. The timing is pretty precise. And it doesn't really get bad until you have to drop down on them. You hang on these poles in a few minutes, and then you have to drop down on the platforms, and that can be tricky, especially the ones that are really far away. So these things, you just hang on to these poles. Don't hit the D-pad at all, and you'll be fine. Here comes 2 platforms. You have to kind of wait for the second one to appear. So you jump, kind of wait, then jump again, and then you're good. All right, this is 3 or 4 platforms here, and you have to go up really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Yeah, but you saw how that last one almost disappeared before I made it. So the timing is pretty crucial on that. So once again, you just wait for this guy to blow wind at your face, and don't hit the D-pad until he's gone. And you wait, and there's a platform you can drop on. Here's a yellow hornhead. Should be 3 hits and he's gone, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, maybe it's 4. Yep, 4. Most of them are 3, but 2 of them are 4. Oh, I missed. Looks like I'm going back down to here. This is where they respawn you at. It's the 4 platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I don't have my stick anymore to kill the red hornheads, which is pretty annoying, but I wish you guys could hear the music. For some reason, when you watch this on a phone, you can hear the audio, but then when you watch it on a computer, there's no audio. I have yet to figure out how to fix that, if it's even possible. Wait for the screen to scroll up and then drop on the platform. In a minute, though, the screen will scroll up and you still have to drop like to the low platform. I'll explain when it comes up. So the Revolution was a difficult level, but it wasn't as difficult for me as the Clinger Winger, which is surprising. Most people find the Clinger Winger, or not most, but some people find it easy. So once again, just wait for this guy to blow his wind in your face. The screen will scroll up some, but you still have to drop down to that very low platform. No, I lied. Not that one. It's the next one. Alright, and drop. Alright, so now you just jump to this platform, then jump up. Then you immediately run to the right, and you start making your way up 8 platforms to keep from being blown off by this stupid cloud, which you saw that I failed there. So back up the stupid tower we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit the hornhead 3 times. Go up when this thing comes around. This part was frustrating because I didn't want to lose too many lives on this, because I knew that I was going to need all the lives I could get against the Dark Queen on this run. And I'm actually surprised that at this point my score isn't maxed out to 999. Usually by this point it was. So I must have, I don't know, maybe I just got through it a little easier or quicker. I'm pretty close to all 9s, but, you know. I like the fact that you can see my score, because that way you know there were no continues used. Because once you start using continues, your score will start over. I was very proud to have beaten this without continues and without warps, and without using what is known as the 5-toed code, which basically would only matter if I used continues. So a normal continue will give you 3 lives, but if you use the 5-toed code, you'll get 5 lives after each continue, which I'd never even used during practice, because I didn't want to become dependent on those extra 2 lives. So this is where it scrolls up and you have to drop down again, as you saw earlier. The timing on that one is the most annoying. So here you run to the right, and then it should be 8 consecutive platforms to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. And this part was the hardest part for me. There's 3 platforms, and the last one always seemed to get me. See right there, once again, which was really frustrating. I'm going to stop this because I don't know how long this pause is going to last. Alright, so we're going to start back over. Once again, up the 4 platforms here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. Hit the red hornhead 3 times. And then again, we will make our way up. Wait for the guy to blow the wind. You can see my score is getting closer to 999999. Was that 6 9s? Yeah. Land on the platform, jump up, wait for the yellow hornhead, which we know now takes 4 hits. And this part of the game was very hard because it's the very end of the game. So literally I played this game, I mean, over 100 times, because I played it like I said, 25 times a month roughly. I mean, that's giving myself about a day a week off, and sometimes 2 times, and for sanity purposes. So you're getting good at levels 1, 2, 3. You know, all the prior levels. You're getting better and better and better. But the end, you know, granted you make it to the end, you have to, you know, you get the littlest amount of practice on it. So luckily for me, I didn't have a ton of problems with this level. But like I keep saying, the Clinger Winger just totally frustrated me. You can see in the Battletoads update, probably May update, where it was really wearing on me. And once again, I landed on that platform. That platform always scared the crap out of me. So here we're going to go up the 8 platforms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and immediately jump up. You're going to go to the right. And this stupid windbag always scared me, but you saw there I waited for a second, and I finally made it to the Dark Queen. So you can tell that I have at least 5 lives. Apparently I paused it, probably to take a picture. I'm going to give this a second to see. Hopefully I didn't pause it very long. Scrolling forward on my computer as we speak. I can't tell because it shows up blue. But anyway, the point being, you can see my score is getting closer to all 9s. Probably will happen when I'm playing the Dark Queen. But yeah, so I knew I at least had 5 hearts, and I had pretty good success playing her with 3 hearts. I was able to get like 17 hits on her, and I think she takes 21 hits. So I figured with the 2 extra hearts, I could probably finish her off. So I had a really good feeling about this. I know what I was doing here. I was setting up my camera. I opted not to set up my camera for the earlier stages just because it added extra pressure on me, but I definitely wanted to capture me beating the Dark Queen. So once I got here with 5 lives and possibly more, I think I ended up having 8 lives because I think I die maybe 3 times on the Dark Queen. Maybe it's 4 times on the Dark Queen. So having those extra lives really helped me, and just having a pretty good run on the Clinger Winger and the Revolution helped me. But yeah, the reason this is paused is because this is when I was setting up my camera, and I may actually silently put the video of me in the top left corner, much like I did on the June update part 2. Hopefully this didn't take too long. I may stop this here and see. I don't want you guys to have to wait forever while this is paused. Alright, so that was about a minute pause, but you know, that way you don't have to watch it. So here, I just attack the queen. I try to be pretty aggressive, hitting her twice as much as possible. Another thing, when she's hovering about, I don't know, maybe where that 2nd or 3rd block is, you can hit her feet. 2nd or 3rd block from the greenish platform that I'm standing on, up on that purple mountain looking thing. So I think that's 5 hits, 6 hits, 7 hits. Then I paused it. I don't really know why. Probably my daughter walked in the room wanting something about Baby Doll Live. I'm sure you can see in the other video her coming into the room, because I did do this when my son was taking a nap that day. So hopefully this won't take that long, but I'm going to let it continue to play out. Alright, that's 7, I think. So you just kind of move around, wait for her to come down. You don't want her to land on you. She will knee you like 3 times. 8. I could be way off on my numbers here. 9. I got really lucky she didn't knee me. Got lucky jumping her there too. So at this point I don't think I've lost any lives. 10. Nope, didn't make it to 10. She kneed me. Oh, almost jumped right into her. That would have been bad. 10, 11. So it should be roughly 10 more hits. Another death by me. 12. 13, that was brave. 14. I usually never hit her when she was a tornado, but I guess I got raid this time. 15, nope, 15, 16. So technically it should be 5 more hits if I'm counting correctly. Oh, there's the knee. 17, 18. Three more hits should be what it takes. 19. Nope, I must have miscounted by 2 because that would have definitely been 21. So then I knew to stay to the right so she wouldn't hit me on the way back up because I found out that she can do that. And there you have it, guys. That was my run on the Battletoads the day I beat her. Sorry if this commentary was boring. Sorry about the phone call at the beginning with Todd. Sorry about the long pauses. I'm very proud to have beaten this game. I didn't think it was possible. 5 months of practicing, is kind of ridiculous, but that's how bad I wanted to beat this. So it's in the books. It's under the belt. I think I could do it again if I tried. I should probably play it again here in the next couple of days before I get too rusty on it, just to see if I can't do it again. But I'll always have this as a reminder that May 31st, 2017, I was able to beat Battletoads. Guys, if you made it all the way through this, I really appreciate you watching. This will be my last Battletoads video. Actually, I thought about maybe reviewing it because I have all the footage for it. If that's something anyone would be interested in, please leave it in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new to this channel. And once again, guys, I know an hour video is a long video to watch just with me talking. I'm not the most interesting person to listen to when it comes to commentary, but thank you so much for all your support, and thank you for watching all my Battletoads updates and supporting me through this journey in beating Battletoads. It was just a challenge that I felt that I needed to complete as the NES Addict. And thank you, Todd Pitts, for beating it first, so I was forced into doing it. All right, guys, as always, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, take care.